Hello, and welcome, ladies and gents, to a very special episode of Quincunx. This week, Atlas, played by Pierce, will be absent for reasons the party has yet to discover, if they discover.
Hmm.
For now, though, we start where we left off, with the party getting together after discussing the information that they had gathered. For that, I want everybody to roll me a perception check, please. Glencora,
Yeah.
you get advantage.
Woohoo. Because I'm great?
Possibly.
All right, new dice, come on. Not bad.
I rolled 18 on both.
What's my
Nice.
What's my plus?
18?
Mod 20.
21.
Okay.
Ooh, right. That's exciting. Proficiency went up.
All right. So as you and Atlas, who has not gone away yet, are discussing, the three of you turn and look and say, "Is there a man trying to steal Clippy Cloppy and burnt marshmallow?"
What?
This early in the AM?
Yes.
How
Like-
dare they?
Do we see that or do we hear that?
You see, like that. You just see Clippy Cloppy and burnt marshmallow being guided by some strange man.
This is something we see like out of the window through the like.
Yeah.
Okay.
Did we send for someone to get the horses?
No, I'm immediately going to go and pick up my axe and start going downstairs.
Floor
Okay.
are we on?
Second floor.
Jump
I
out the
bet Glenn
window.
would jump out that window.
As a
All
bird.
right.
I was thinking the same thing, but I'm looking at my +0 for Dex, and I'm like,
Do you at
Are
least
you?
open it first?
No time! Clippy Cloppy's in danger!
Crash through that window.
I just assumed the window was already open, but if it was not already, she
He's
opens
been
the
running. He
window.
opens the window.
She opens the window.
And I guess she's an elf. She just hops out. She can handle it. I believe in that.
All right, make me an athletics check or acrobatics, whichever is better for you. So either.
Doesn't matter. They are both the same.
Oh, that's delightful.
Ah!
Ha!
Mod 20. Fuck that.
Hell yeah.
Fuck yeah.
You jump out the window, and you do that kind of diving forward thing with your elbows, and then you realize, wait, this is not the correct way to leap forward onto hard ground. Diving into water perhaps would be good, but you manage to tuck in a bit, do a flip, and then land gracefully on your feet.
Yeah, do.
As you see this man with it looks like he has two antlers on his head, kind of grayish hair and elvish pointed ears, and a very familiar face, one that looks very similar to your own, Glencora. Just a couple extra lines, and he's just sitting there going, "Okay, you two, go, be free. You are no longer to be enslaved by whatever it is that are enslaving you." And you recognize the soft spoken tones of your father.
Well, how far away would you say he is from me?
It's about 30 feet away, and your father has not noticed you dive through a window and land on your feet, which you're kind of used to from him. He's not the most observant.
Dad, I did a flip. Are you watching? I'm sorry.
He sits there and he goes, uh, um, Glenn, is that you? Are you one of the horses? I will free you, my daughter. Go, be free.
Well, Glenn is going to run up to him and say, "Why are you stealing my horses?"
These are your horses?
Yeah, they're my friends, not just my horses. What are you doing?
Well, they were corralled, and I was talking to this very nice cat, um, while your mother was looking for you. Well, she told me to look for you too, and I thought the cat might know where you were, and well, the cat said something about horses, um, and so I came here, and I figured, you know, the horses needed to be freed. What? I don't need to answer to you. You're not my mom.
There are vultures or flying vultures or something around here. The horses can't be free. What if they get attacked? Should have thought of that.
Well, I didn't see any flying vultures on the way here. Wait, flying vultures? There's land vultures too now? I have been out of the loop. Just wait till your
She
mother hears about these land vultures.
is going to grab, I don't know if the horses are wearing halters. We'll say they are. She's going to grab their lead ropes out of his hands or from the
Which
air if he's already dropped them.
which you can easily do.
And just to make sure they don't run away.
Uh, at
And
this at this point, he has become distracted from
good.
the horses by a dog that's sitting on the side of the road, just sleeping, and he is just sitting there, just looking at the dog, just all happy that there is a dog there. Not petting the dog, not playing with the dog, just looking.
She was going to start yelling at him again for being irresponsible and then just kind of looks at him and shakes her head and sighs. It's like, what are you doing here? Why did you come here?
Um, I well, I don't actually know. Um, uh, uh, Daisy Paws said that we needed to bring something to you, and said some talk about destiny or a vision or something, and I figured I just came here to talk to these fine horses and that very fine cat and this very very good dog.
Wow, it is a very good dog. I'll give you that. But does mom know more? Why don't you know?
Well, well, you know how she gets. She talks about her visions, and none of it makes any sense. And
Well,
at that point, you hear a voice call out, "Hills Whisker Fennel, what are you doing with those?" And at this point, you see um the shape of your short, frazzled looking mother approaching. Wait. Oh, Glencora, we found you. Excellent. Oh, I how have you been? How was school? Did you survive? How are you?
you know I survived. I sent you photos. Do we have photos?
They have,
Things.
yeah,
I
poor
sent you a
pictures.
drawing of my graduation. You know I survived. Or unless Dad lost it in the mail again.
Well,
I mean,
we don't know that we've heard of things at school, necromancies.
she's clearly getting a little embarrassed as this is going on, thinking, oh no, these people are perhaps not equipped to be in a city or anything that's remotely close to a city. Um, and are Wick and August by the door? Or are they?
Whatever Drake feels thematic with him would be
Oh
out the
yeah,
front
you
door.
guys do notice at this point that Glenn has approached them, and there does not seem to be very much conflict at all. but rather she seems to know these two very eccentric individuals.
I mean, they were both running down, so I figured they'd be by the door by now.
Yeah.
Axe is holstered back on the back. I'll probably walk over and just kind of like look at Glenn and be like, "You want me to go take the horses back so you can deal with whatever this is?"
I
Oh,
I'm
you're
sorry. These are my parents. Mom, Dad, this is Wick and my friend August and Aricron. And she kind of like looks like that sort of brace for impact of introducing to your friends your weird parents.
Well,
uh,
why? Why were they trying to steal the horses?
we were. I wasn't trying to steal the horses. I was trying to liberate the horses.
Okay,
Right.
but
Horses.
horses in captivity actually live longer than they do in the wild.
Are you suggesting that I am not some sort of resident expert on nature and the wild and horses and things running free?
Glenn's just like kind of like
Hmm?
sinking further into the ground, if that's possible.
But I mean, I'm sorry, didn't mean to intrude on your turf.
I didn't know.
It,
It,
I didn't know Glenn knew Mold Earth. Weird.
he just looks at you, squints for a little bit, looks to Glenn, looks back at you, looks to Glenn. Is this your boyfriend?
No.
Are you
no. And why would you assume that?
dating my which one of you is dating my daughter?
Just
I'm
kind of.
not
That's
dating anyone. And you
that's what
still haven't properly explained what you're doing here.
well,
Sure.
well,
Wick is going to
Hills
very
was
quickly go put the horses up.
eh,
Well, I assume they
Don't
weren't
want
like
this
honey,
meet the parents moment.
from the
honey,
horses.
this is not just go talk to the bodega cat again. And he goes, "Excellent. I will go talk to the cat. Thank you." And your mother says, "All right, I suppose some introductions are in order. My name is Daisy Paws. I am the resident shaman and druidess of our little grove, and I had a vision, and I saw that I was not the only one connected to our grove. Now, Glenn dear, is it
Yeah.
true that you've managed to forge your connection to our land?
I mean, I think so. I'm not sure how I know for sure without being on our land specifically.
Well,
Is this like a druid thing?
kind of, yeah. Um, well, dear, you'll know it when you feel the ability to call upon an additional rush of power above and beyond just the normal uh, stuff that we can do. Um, you might even find the ability to influence the weather or call upon lightning or anything like that, dear.
Don't know about lightning, but I've definitely gotten stronger lately.
Her eyes open with delight. That I felt it. It is so true. We get to retire.
What?
Pack it up, man. We're
Oh,
going to Florida.
we're,
Going to
I, I,
Florida.
we've been waiting for this day, and we thought that one day you would go out and you would experience the world, and eventually you'd feel the land connected to you. And I am just so happy to see that my daughter has finally achieved her connection. This is so great. I've never been so proud.
Thanks, Mom. But
She's
I
done a
don't
lot of
think
amazing things.
you had to come all this way.
Well, yeah. But this is not the sort of thing you can just write in a letter and and draw pictures of, because Hills Whisker's not a very good artist, as you're aware.
Well, that is right.
But I wanted to give you something, actually, because you see, as someone who has connection to the land, you're that isn't just a proud moment. There's actually a sacred responsibility, and with that responsibility comes some uh um well, you you need your totem.
Wait,
Wickham,
totem. How do I know what that is?
Wickham will return
Well,
whenever.
it this is a part where Wickham can return.
Okay.
Well, Glenn, dear, um, you need your totem that connects you to our grove, and because you're going to be taking over for me, that means you inherit mine.
Do I know what her totem is out of character?
Uh, you have um it's a sickle. You've seen her use to do herbalism. You've seen her use it in many a ritual.
Okay. So then Glenn says, well, then what are you going to do without your sickle?
Oh, don't worry, I'll make do. But I don't. I won't need it as much as you will.
Question.
Yeah.
Does that mean you're leaving?
Oh well, we're gonna have to go back
No,
because
I meant Glencora.
uh well, the thing is, um when you form a connection with the land, it's always when the land has decided that you're doing something of major importance. So I don't know what you've been doing lately, but apparently it's important. And
Well, feels important at least. So I'm glad that this land agrees with us.
well, you've always been very much in tune with the land and with nature and the power, and you've always had a good sense of doing the right thing, even if the how to get there isn't really readily apparent. So the the earth and the spirits and the cycle of life and death and the realms, they're all connected, and the spirits that guide them, they know that keeping that connection is the most important thing in the world. If that connection were ever to be broken, the cycle of life ends, and without life there's nothing. And so when something is important to them, usually it's because it is to maintain that cycle.
So what you're saying is we need to keep doing what we're doing because it's important.
I that's what the spirits say. Yeah.
Do the spirits tell you anything else that might be helpful about what we're doing?
Well, um yes. though I don't know if this is going to be helpful or not, because the spirits are sometimes cryptic, and I don't have the context to understand. But they they say that they say that you're going to have to walk a path of loss and forgiveness, of death and rebirth, and walk through the four hells if the cycle is to remain unbroken.
If the cycle is to become unbroken, you said?
If the cycle is to remain unbroken, yes.
Yeah, you were right. Cryptic.
Yeah.
Edgy.
Well, I mean, thank you. It's better to have that than nothing, and maybe, like a lot of things the land tells us, it'll be clear once we get there what it means.
Yeah. And that's why it's important for you to have this. She reaches, she pulls out her pack and reaches in, and she pulls out a wrapped, you figure her sickle is in there, and she
I
hands it to you.
with outstretched arms and say, "Thank you. I'll treasure this."
This is as much a burden as it is a gift. If you're going to be in a position where you're going to be protecting the cycle of life, then you need it a lot more than I do in the Grove.
I'll do my very best to put it to good use.
Now, remember when you were a kid, remember how I taught you to commune with it, to commune, to to extend your soul to the spirits. You'll need to do that with this sickle. This sickle is older than our family. We don't know where it came from. Before we were, it was. And
I
it will
will
guide you.
power, and I will do my best to listen to it however it tells me to best serve the land.
Okay. She leans forward and she gives you a kiss on your forehead.
Glenn's smiling, clearly a little bit less embarrassed about the whole parent thing, as now it's no longer Dad stealing our things. Just thank you,
Yeah.
and thank Dad for me. I'm sorry I yelled at him.
It's fine. It's you know how he is. Now, I have to go because if I leave him alone too long, he's probably going to try to steal a cat.
That cat's really distracting too. You should be careful.
The best cats always are.
I think he's like might be a shapeshifter. He's very interesting, so I would make sure you get Dad back.
I really hope that I don't mention that to your dad, because he will probably find a way to shapeshift the cat, and that would be um awkward.
He's good at awkward.
Very.
Will you have to leave now? You can't sit and join my friends for a drink?
Well, she just kind of twiddles her fingers for a bit. And she's like, I don't really feel comfortable here.
I
You know,
understand. I
I'm not.
appreciate you making the trip.
It was nothing. It was just it's just good to see you again, and good to meet your not boyfriends.
kind of smiles and shakes her head. Good to meet. Good. I'm glad you were able to meet them as well. She kind of looks back at the group and smiles at them and shrugs a little.
I'd, I'd say we protect her, but she protects us.
It goes both ways.
Good.
Mhm.
Good. All right, so I gotta get you some stuff here.
Yay!
Family heirlooms. Family heirlooms.
I'm gonna harvest some wheat and make us some friendship bread.
Yes, friendship bread. You think friendship bread is like honey bread?
I
We've made
think
it before.
friendship bread is
We've made the
anything
Jewish friendship.
raising that
Yeah.
rises with yeast that is made with the intentions of friendship.
Fair.
Honey raisin.
Ooh, I like that.
Marie's mom has a good
Mm.
friendship guide recipe.
We're gonna have to make bread now.
Yes.
Get that bread.
So instead of just sitting in utter silence while we wait for the DM to send things, I think Wickham's is just gonna be awkwardly shuffling his feet and just kind of like standing around, trying to figure out if he should say something or if he's not really the meet the parent type.
Aw.
He's very embarrassed right now. What about you guys?
All right, I've sent you the details on it. Their page.
Yes. Reading now, thank you.
I mean, August is awkward about meeting anyone.
Fair.
Figured you'd have more confidence meeting parents.
Me? God, no.
I mean, you had that stint in high school, but I mean, you're a pretty friendly guy.
There's a difference between hi, I've banged your daughter, and hi, my name's Wickham.
Yeah, but you haven't banged.
No, no offense, Glencora, but that's the difference. Like, I have not banged Glencora, so that is a hi, my name is Wickham, not hi, I've banged your daughter.
Well, I'm glad you didn't lead with "Hi, I banged your daughter" because that wouldn't have gone well. You're right.
I didn't, so I couldn't. I have before.
That doesn't sound like a
He
good
does
way
better
to
with
meet the
that,
parents.
honestly.
There's a reason I don't talk to parents.
Noted. We'll remind people in the future.
Make that a campaign lore note. Wick has indeed banged daughters before.
Oh,
Someone's
Hunty.
daughter. Someone's daughter's meme.
No,
Someone's daughters. That's the real end boss of the campaign. It's gonna be someone's dad, just like, did you bang my daughter?
really angry.
And then Wick's gonna be like, see, I told you these kind of meetings were awkward.
That's a bad idea.
He has a weapon.
Wickham has several weapons.
No, the dad.
The scolding voice.
It's just a shotgun.
He's got a weapon. What the heck is that? Bang! Some kind of magical weapon.
You never told me I banged a wizard's daughter. What did he cast? Hot lead.
Boo.
Power word dead.
Bang.
Power word boomstick.
Power word shovel talk.
Hmm.
All right. So Glenn has an awkward meeting with her parents. And now I get to add them as canonical characters. Because I can.
Hooray.
Huzzah.
With their silly, silly druid names. Where are we here? Where did I put that?
I was about to say they have My Little Pony names.
I mean, so does Glencora, okay?
It's
Or is a
adorable.
fantasy name.
Glencora
Her
sounds
name-
more like a name
Daisy
than
Paws.
Daisy Paws or Hill's Whisker.
Remember,
Glencora Oakenshield, though. It's a real.
I mean, yeah, her name literally means freaking
Heart of
field
the
heart.
Valley.
Okay. Yeah, Heart of the Valley. Valley Heart. She has a My Little Pony name. She just hides it.
Yeah. It's just extra elfy.
Yeah.
Elf
Yeah.
seasoning.
Whereas they don't have the social understanding to realize that they shouldn't translate their they shouldn't translate their names from Elvish and should actually leave them untranslated so they don't sound so silly. This
Glenn
is
had to
part
go
of
to school. She learned this.
yeah. Yeah, she
I
did.
enjoy this.
This is the actual content right there.
I'm so glad Wickham chose a name that was sensible and just is Wickham.
Okay, so once Glenn's parent or mom walks away, she's gonna kind of like turn to them and do a big sigh. Just like, I'm really sorry about them. They're really weird.
They're your
It
parents.
seems like you have a loving family.
They-
Wickham's mom was there the whole time as we were talking about banging other people's daughters.
Yeah.
To be fair, my mom knows that I've banged people's daughters and she'd be fine with it.
I definitely
you're-
don't tell my mom about that.
Wickham's family is generally sex positive.
Yeah.
I don't. Oh, that was gonna be way too sad. I can't say that. I was gonna say I don't have a mom to tell about my sex life. I have Irene. No one wants to
Dad
tell an
never
Irene
understood
their
me.
sex life.
Yeah, you can tell my mom.
Your mom is chill.
Yeah.
Irene would kill me.
Irene would probably just pretend you didn't exist.
Your mom's name is Irene.
No, my sister's name is Irene. I don't really have a set of parents. I don't know. It's complicated. I was raised by my sister. I guess simple as that.
I mean, it's not bad. I like your sister.
Yeah, she's chill. You know what? Actually, no. I say she would kill me, but she wouldn't. She had a man a day.
Would it help to know that my mother's name is Martha?
I will.
What's your mom's name?
My mom's name is Martha.
Did we become best friends?
Why did you say that name?
Well, if we're, throwing it out there. I mean, I know.
My mom is high class society lady, so yeah, don't want to.
Don't go throwing her name around.
Well, I don't want to culture shock her about telling her about my
Yeah, fair.
extra
Sexy
after school activities.
Sucks
Aricron's
that you
mom's name is Sir.
Sucks that your mom isn't like cool.
And my mom is very sweet. She's just
Not
I still
cool.
want to shock her.
my mom is very sweet. Not one of the polite things you talk about at the dinner table.
I mean, fair.
You're
And my dad.
never allowed to my dinner table, dude. You would not survive.
And,
Just his mom isn't.
yeah,
Well,
Have dinner tables?
I mean, at my house we had a dinner table.
Sometimes we just put our food on the back of the horse.
We come from so many different regions.
Where's Atlas?
He's still asleep.
Yeah, he didn't get out of bed.
Oh.
He didn't get alarmed by the theft of 2 horses.
We just left him in the room.
I mean, he probably wouldn't have
Maybe
cared
he
as
was
much.
sleeping?
Well, no, he paid money for that black horse.
I don't know, but we should make sure to tell them that they need to keep better eye on burnt marshmallow. Should we go check?
I mean, do you guys want me to stay down here and talk to the stable people about not letting strange people into the fucking stable first, or?
I think I should maybe talk to Clippy Cloppy and burnt marshmallow about walking away with strange people.
Yeah, you should probably do that. We'll go up and see why Atlas is asleep. Normally he's awake. Cranky, but awake.
True.
Right, I guess we part ways then?
Okay.
All right. So Wickham, you go up to Atlas's door.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
I knock, because I'm a gentleman. And I go, Atlas,
You were
are you
just
up?
talking about banging someone's daughter, sir.
Hey, there's a difference between barging in and, you know, doing the
Banging it.
deed.
But my mom's not
So-
cool.
Wickham's sense of morals is all over the place. We've been new.
So you knock on the door and there's no answer.
Wait a little bit. Knock again. Atlas, wake up.
I mean, I've seen it.
Do you want to go in?
I don't think you're shy about it either.
I mean, no, but not really answering.
Maybe he doesn't want to hang out with us today.
Are we supposed to do a bunch of important shit today?
You know, fair. We need him. Come on, open it up.
Alright, I open the door.
The door is locked.
Motherfucker.
Well, I'm gonna knock again and go, listen, dude, if you don't want us to hang out with you, you could have just said something.
We don't have a rogue. Yeah.
I don't want to break the door. It's rude.
I'll knock on the door and be like, if you just want to stay in bed, that's fine. We'll be out running errands. Hope you feel better.
No answer.
At least I told him.
Normally he at least bitches at
Open.
us.
Open.
I'm gonna...
We can't break the door. I mean,
Oh.
wait. Do you think Tylessa can unlock
Is
the
she...
door?
I don't know if she's here yet. Is she...
Oh, well,
Is she downstairs? Did we see her downstairs?
Yeah, she's downstairs.
Okay, yeah, let's go ask her if she's got keys or something. This is fucking weird. Normally he at least responds.
Yeah.
And I guess the 3 boyos are gonna go downstairs to talk to Calippa.
Yeah, what can I do for you?
Hey, Atlas might have locked himself in his room, or something else. We're very paranoid, and we don't want to break the door, so do you have keys to unlock it?
Yeah, I can unlock the door for you.
Okay,
Sure.
cool, thanks.
Thanks.
She goes up to the door, gives a knock. All right, I'm coming in. And she.
Oh, before you do, a heads up, he does sleep in the nude.
You can just unlock it. We'll go in.
Just stops with the key at the lock. She just like looks at you and just like turns her head kind of to the side and turns the key and goes, "I'm opening the door. Put a blanket around yourself. I'll give you 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. I really don't want to see him naked.
You
4,
don't. You don't have to
hey,
look in. We can look at
Yeah.
it.
3,
You
2,
good?
1. She opens the door just a crack and like looks away. And she just, her hands are up. She washes her hands of this.
I look inside.
You look inside. Atlas is not there.
This is
Atlas's things are not there.
motherfucker.
The window is open, and there's a breeze kind of flapping the curtain.
Signs of a struggle.
Make me an investigation check.
Does Aricron?
Investigation. What'd you say?
Investigation.
I said just Aricron.
Anyone can make an investigation check if they like.
Ooh.
Not great.
Oh. So
Oh, I got
I have
investigation.
a -1 investigation, and guess what I rolled?
Did you roll a 1?
I did.
Oh my god.
Let me write that
Okay.
down.
Well, I rolled a
Wow.
7, but I have a 6.
Uh,
So
All
Hold on.
right.
I'm about
Goose
to
egg.
roll. Hold on.
13. I mean, it's not great.
In
I mean,
retrospect, maybe I shouldn't have gone to the horses.
It's still better than a 0.
Ignore me. I didn't roll anything good.
I bet it's not a
Okay.
0.
I rolled a mod 1.
Oh. Okay. You realize something as you look upon the scene before you. The bed is too perfectly made. The tables are in too perfect an order. Not only is there no sign of a struggle at all, everything has been meticulously placed as to make it look like there was no struggle. You realize that there are magics that can fix shattered things. So you understand by looking at the scene before you that there must have been some sort of calamitous fight. And whatever happened to Atlas, they took the time to fix the room to make it look like nothing happened to Atlas.
Aricron's wearing like a Sherlock's home hat. Yes, elementary.
Well, I mean, he doesn't really sleep in his bed. So
That's what they want you to think.
gotcha.
I'm more thinking along the lines of if they'll send hell spawn dogs after us, they'll take the time to clean up a room.
Sure. I mean, he would have yelled or something, right? If someone.
I don't know.
He wouldn't have locked the door.
Two fucking options. One, he dipped because he's a coward, or he had something to do and he just didn't bother to tell us because he's an asshole. Or two, someone kidnapped him.
Bitch ain't an asshole. Or not. Well,
That's
okay,
an
that's not right.
incorrect statement.
Bitch ain't a coward. We know he's ready to start anything.
True.
Maybe we should ask around, see if anyone saw anything.
Hard to miss him.
Yeah.
Aricron has a magnifying glass just looking around the room.
You find any bugs yet, Aricron?
No
Oh, is there any bugs?
bugs. No.
That is an excellent question. Roll me a nature check.
Any of us, or just
Nature, so I'm going to use pre-September. Oh, 18 plus... I don't think he has anything in nature. Oh, I got a +3. 21. Wait, 19.
21.
Yes.
I like it. Asking the right questions.
I rolled an 8.
You notice
15 or 4? Yeah, 15.
that on the windowsill there's some cobwebbing, and that strikes you as odd because cobwebbing shouldn't be on a window that opens and closes, because that's not a place where a spider's going to catch something unless the window is always open. And in
Hmm.
windows are not always open.
I'm
You also notice that there seems to be some webbing around the windowsill and on the floor as well, in places that they shouldn't be. This is a very clean room. Normally, you know these rooms are very clean. There wouldn't be any sort of cobwebbing or dust or anything like that.
Hmm. Does seem like they're. Is this something that Atlas can do?
I make sure not to disturb the cobwebs. So, so
You
if Alice
you
does
would
appear behind me,
you'd have to roll me an Arcana check for that.
to not disturb.
Alrighty,
Oh,
let's try. Oh, not good. 3 plus 3, 6.
6?
Uh-huh.
Oh, who fucking knows what Atlas can do? He does weird shit that doesn't quite fall into the line of wizardry as you know it. Um, what
Fair.
he does is some totally weird eldritch thing that you kind of don't want to know too much about.
I'm gonna go check outside
Yeah. Let's.
on the wall and see if maybe there's a trail.
Okay. Make me
Before
a.
before I do though, I'm gonna thank Kylesa for helping.
She says, "Well, I'm glad to help. I hope he's okay.
yeah, me
So do we.
too.
I want you to make me an investigation check when you get outside, Wick."
That hit the wall. Do I re-roll it or no?
Did you get a number out of it?
Yeah, but it just kind of like tilted, so I don't know if it's like a proper number. I'll take it.
Well, if it's, I mean, if it's not straight up right, then roll it again, just because, cock die is cock die, right?
Yeah.
Crap shoot.
I just didn't know if you guys wanted me to take it or not. What am I rolling? Investigation?
Yeah.
13.
13. Okay. You look on the wall, and you notice uh nothing on the wall itself. There's no handprints or anything like that, nothing out of the ordinary. But as you look up towards his window, you can see kind of a line of spider silk coming from the roof of the inn in front of the window.
So does it look like he might have used that to get onto the roof?
You don't know.
I
But
Well,
the thinness of the spider silk that you see, it doesn't look like it could carry Atlas's weight necessarily.
well, I'm gonna shout up to them since they are in the room with the window open what I found.
doesn't seem like there's that would be a natural thing.
No,
Something's going on.
They can't turn into a bug like Glencora can turn into animals, can they?
I don't know.
Uh,
Again, I don't know all that Atlas can do. He does some interesting magic. He's definitely more skilled in that than
It's daytime,
I'm
right?
aware of.
Yeah. Yeah, it is daytime.
Well, he's gonna have trouble seeing today because it's bright and sunny.
Yeah, but unless he left during the night
So,
or
can
was
I
taken during the night.
go around the building to see if I see any more of the cobwebs coming down from another side or something?
You can make me another investigation check.
Not as great. That's 7.
Nah. The trail runs cold.
Well, fuck. You know what? I'm gonna go tell Glencora that we don't know where our fucking other elf went. So I'm gonna go find Glenn.
Done.
Have I had a chance to speak to the horses about not going away with strangers?
They explain to you. Well, Clippy Cloppy doesn't say much because Clippy Cloppy's just,
Stand gas, well.
smelled like you. I don't see what the problem is.
No one ever talked to you about stranger danger. Next time, unless we are there, telling you to go with someone, just don't leave with strangers, okay?
Well, how could he be a stranger? He had apples.
I don't care how many apples the strangers have. You don't leave with them.
But, but,
No buts.
but, but you're strangers, and you gave us apples, and that was okay.
Yeah, but you know what? I feed you grain every night. So if you want to actually have real food and have somewhere to sleep, then you'll stay here.
But he smelled like you, kinda.
I don't care.
Or how are we supposed
Look,
to
it's
tell?
either that or we can hobble you.
Look, all you elves look the same to me.
A, racist. B, I can hobble you. Don't try me, Clippy Cloppy. Don't try me.
Told you, Clippy Cloppy, she wouldn't like that. Should have stuck with. Should have told her you were mind controlled. She would have like forgiven you. I'm
I
not
would
gonna
not have
lie to
believed you
her.
were mind controlled, burnt marshmallow. You are complicit in this as well. You
They were
two need
really
to
good
be here.
apples.
I don't doubt that they were.
I'm just saying, you got to up your apple game now because we've tasted the real good stuff now.
Mm-hmm. Well, if you think you can find those real good apples on the road on your own, I think you can try. But if you realize that this is actually the safest spot for you, and you realize how lucky you are, then you'll just hang out with us. Deal?
I'm just he was very persuasive. He had really good arguments.
I don't feel like we're getting anywhere here. Well, I guess maybe we'll just start locking your stall door if you two can't be trusted to behave.
Totally should have gone with mind control. She would have believed mind control.
You two are unbelievable. You're lucky we're here to watch and keep you safe.
With that, they just kind of just. Burt Marshmallow completely refuses to accept any responsibility from his from his point of view. You're all the same person. It's just one. Aren't you the same person? Has ears, 2 legs, apples.
We'll revisit
That's the
this
same
in the
person.
future, boys. And then I will just wait for Wickham's to meet up because clearly these two horses are irrational at best.
Clearly. Lucas probably gonna find you like right after you're done talking to the horses.
Yeah.
Or mid-argument, like a crazy person.
If it's mid-argument, he'd wait until you were done.
He is a gentleman.
He is.
I'll let my friend argue with this horse for a little bit longer.
You're correct. Hey, so, good news and bad news.
Yeah.
Good news, everybody's awake. Bad
Okay.
news, we lost Atlas.
I feel like we lose Atlas a lot.
Lost
Do we
Atlas
know?
as in he's not in his bedroom.
Okay, well, I guess we
There's
need to find Atlas.
there's some
Do we
weird
have any idea?
spider silk shit.
Hmm.
I can't make heads or tails of it. Maybe you could. It's on the window, and then it goes up to the roof, and his door was locked from the inside. The window was open. He's not there.
Strange. Well, let's go check it out. Maybe if we all put our heads together, we can figure it out.
Maybe if we all put our thoughts together, we'll create one singular person.
Exactly.
We share the
Alright.
brain cell. But Atlas hasn't.
Oh no! The brain cell it walked away!
Who's going to threaten people now?
Literally every one of you. That's a shared responsibility, and you know it.
You know what? Fair.
Who's going to turn us into
Who's
werewolves
going to start our
now?
initiative now?
Wick and Glenn go back to the inn.
Yeah. So you return back to the inn.
Are we inside or outside? Like, did we go back up to the room or?
However you would prefer.
Can I stop to do a nature check on the spider webs on the way in, the ones outside going up to the
Yes, you
roof, or
certainly can.
investigation or something? I'm not sure what's more appropriate.
No, nature's perfect. Yes.
Okay. $18.
18. Yeah, you're very familiar with this particular type of spider web. You get them all the time. Where, back home.
Mhm.
They're not native to this area, though.
Have I ever seen Atlas with the kinds of spiders that make those kinds of webs?
Uh, you've seen Atlas's magic do lots of types of insects and arachnidae and other arthropods that are not local to the region. So chances are, yeah.
Okay. And can I discern how old or how long the spider webs have been there?
Yeah, they were placed there within the past 12 hours.
Okay, and you said before it goes up to the roof?
Yes.
All right. Well, I guess then we should head up to the room and then we can tell everyone. Does
Yeah.
that sound good, Wick?
Yeah.
Okay. So we head up to the room.
Before you do,
Mhm.
everyone make me a perception check, please.
Okay.
Mod 20.
Nice.
6.
Less nice.
25. Yay, my dice are being really good today.
Mine are not.
Alrighty.
13.
13. Alrighty. Do. As you enter the inn, those of you that rolled 15 or higher, you notice that there is a man in navy blue robes sitting in one of the corners, trying to make it look like he's not looking in your direction. He's got a tiny little bit of a goat, like a little bit of a chin strap underneath his lip. And you can see hanging from the left side under the hood some long black hair with bluish highlights to it.
That's a new fella. I mean, is it weird for new people to walk up in here? Not really.
Oh, he he wasn't here when you left. Roll me insight.
Okay.
Not as good. Hang on, let's see. 12?
12? No, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, my dice
You get
failed.
anyone else?
I have
Oh, I didn't.
7.
I
but
didn't
that's
know we were
probably-
allowed to roll insight if we didn't see the
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
Well, I
would
Yeah,
roll.
everyone except
August
Aricron.
did. I was about to say,
Okay.
Aricron is
August said
actually
that's a new
not
guy.
allowed to do this.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, for insight, then I rolled. Let's see what it is.
I actually have good wisdom for this too. So
22.
This 22 is
that's
great.
standard.
No, there's a reason why Aricron can't make this roll. It's because Aricron is not in a position where he could possibly succeed at this roll. Not, through no fault of Aricron's.
yeah. I'm still looking through the magnifying
I mean,
glass.
he's still upstairs, isn't he?
No, it's got nothing to do with that. It'll be clear in a bit.
Okay.
So Wick, you sense something very familiar about this guy, and not in a way that you like.
Oh shit.
water cultist.
Only cultists wear robes with hoods.
What about wizards and people in the rain?
Sorcerers, just wizards without hats.
That's a sorcerer.
Did any of those features ring a bell?
Yeah, they do. You feel kind of a little bit of bile building up in your throat.
Ugh.
Not only does this kind of give you water cultist vibes, it gives you familiar water cultist vibes.
Fucking Saruki.
Yes. Just out there in the open, brazenly in your fucking inn.
Did he get blue highlights or did he always have blue highlights?
You never actually saw, like, when he was in a fire outfit, his hood was drawn. You never actually saw his hair.
Ah.
Because I just feel like I would have let Atlas know, because Atlas would have mocked him for getting blue highlights.
How do you really feel?
Yeah.
I'm gonna nudge fucking August and go, that's fucking Saruki.
God damn it.
You could see his smile form on his lips. He pulls back his hood, and you can see his full
So
face
that's
for the
why
first
Aricron
time.
wouldn't have recognized him.
Yeah, because Aricron has no fucking clue who this guy is. He pulls back his hood. He pulls out a small pair of glasses, puts them over his nose, and he looks. And he says,
Nerd.
I thought you guys would be here. I've come to talk.
I
There.
swear Wick promised to kill you the next time he saw you.
I did.
No. Well,
Where the
I'm
fuck
sure
is
you
Atlas?
did. I have no clue. I have completely different and unrelated information to give you. In fact, I would have asked you the same thing. Would you like to sit for a moment and listen to what I have to say before you decide to fulfill your promise there, Wickham?
I don't like how you said my name.
How many other people are in the tavern?
Just you guys. It's too early in the morning.
And Kylessa?
Yeah, she's not.
Yeah, and her.
Okay, can I just like hold up a finger to Saruki and then go over to Kalos and be like, go some not good person, please. Just don't be in the room.
Hey, who are you guys talking to over here?
Need our good
It's the water
pals,
cultist.
Saruki.
He kind of helped us, but he's also kind of our enemy.
I just don't want Kalos to be in like crossfire.
Yeah.
He's a frenemy.
Alyssa nods and she leaves, and he says, I'm not here to do fight.
Well, we never know where things are gonna go, so.
As I walk
Understand.
back, I'm just gonna go, dude, we got attacked in the middle of the night in our sleep by a bunch of dogs. So you saying, oh, I'm not here to attack you, means jack all.
Now, granted, things aren't quite as uncertain because our wild card is not here.
I'm just gonna spin one of the chairs around and then sit in it.
August is gonna take a seat and fold his arms.
Look,
I'll just grab a seat like a normal person.
I'm just gonna play my cards, and we're gonna see where this lies. Now, it would be a shame if I had to drown this entire inn. I'm not here to drown anybody. I'm not here to make any sort of conflict. I'm here because you did me a solid, and I owe you one. And I'm going to repay that debt, if you don't mind. So, I had heard rumors and whisperings of some sort of fire cult incursion at that place, Summit Hill, where the Summit Hall or Hill or whatever it is, where the over there in the east. So I was assigned to watch over it and see if anything interesting came forth. Well, while I was doing my surveillance, I'd heard about a gloryman, and he looks at Wiccan.
Wasn't gonna
He
do
says
like
that.
the two finger salute.
A gloryman leaving Summit Hall on some sort of mission. Now, seeing as I've had experience with your particular sorts of work, both directly in our dealings with the Scarlet Moon, and also I've heard about what you guys did at Riverguard Cape. Very well done, my friends. I'm actually quite impressed. No hard
Can
feelings
I
about that, by
roll
the
an
way.
insight on that?
You can.
Because I don't know what I feel about him saying that.
Mm-hmm.
A
I'm also
natural
trying to think.
20,
Oh, hell
Alright.
yeah.
and then plus
So
4.
you can hear a grudging respect. And also, there's a hint that some of the people in Riverguard Keep were people he did not particularly like on a personal level. And so he's not really too upset at what you guys did there, because he didn't really have a lot of actual friends there. And you
I mean,
get
we
the
also
sense
make
of,
money then. Super important.
yeah, you get the sense of very much an evil feeds upon itself sort of deal coming from him, where, yeah, they're his team, but at the same time, they're just dumb pirates. They're not his problem. Well, seeing as I'd heard of Gloryman, I thought it might be wise to keep a little bit of track on it, just in case it's you guys up to a little bit of, well, what it is you guys do. And to make sure that if you guys are doing anything, it's not in a direction that I find unfavorable. So I followed behind, and as it turns out, it wasn't you. It was a different Gloryman.
Did you fucking hurt my cousin?
I did nothing of the sort.
Why are you here and he's not?
Well, I'm getting to that. So I followed behind, carefully, surreptitiously. I wanted to see what was going on. That's my job. And that's when I found that they were set upon by members of the Black Earth.
And let me guess, you did nothing.
Well, they were outnumbered.
Okay, question. My cousin, alive or dead?
The last I saw of him, he was alive. The members of the Black Earth were saying specifically they were going after the Gloryman to leave him alive because their commander wishes it. And they used the word Gloryman by name. I don't know what that entails, but seeing as that it wasn't you, I figured you would want to know about this. And while I understand there's no love lost between us, the fact is, I do still owe you one. And with this piece of information, I'd like to think that I have repaid that debt.
Cool. Jazz hands. You know where they are.
Well, if they're taken in by the Black Earth, my guess is that they've been taken to their temple in the hills.
Anything more specific than that?
Well, it just so happens I do know where that temple is. It would be the Sacred Stone Monastery. The monks, they disguise themselves as monks. You can tell because they have golden gargoyle masks. But the truth is, it is as much a front for the Black Earth as the Riverguard Keep was for the Crashing Wave.
Oh, fuck. Wickham's gonna look at August. He has your thing.
I don't care. I mean, yeah, but his life is more important.
No, that's what I mean. We get him, we get the thing.
I mean, that's fine. We gotta get him.
I'm gonna look back at Saruki. Stay the fuck out of this town. Like, this place, this face, these fucking people, off limits.
I have no intention to. My job is not to watch the comings and goings of villagers.
Then get your fucking spy out of here.
Pauses for a second. Which one?
Oh God, there's more.
I'm gonna slice off your pinky cut.
No, I don't think you will. Look, I'm going to be blunt with you. If we remove a spy from this town, you know we're just going to put another one. And you know we're not the only ones with eyes in this town. Black Earth knows you by name. Apparently you've done something to really upset them. To them, it's personal.
Honestly, I don't think we fucked with them yet.
We haven't.
Well, if they're the Earth cult, we have.
Oh wait. Well,
Look,
But
I don't
not
know what
enough
their
for
beef
them.
is.
Not enough for them to know, like, us by name.
We don't know how important that guy was to them.
I have an inkling of what I think is going on.
All I can say is, if you think that our side doesn't know you by name, you are vastly underestimating your enemy.
Okay, here's the thing. It's not that we're underestimating our enemy. It's that we were there and our enemy didn't read a simple piece of paper. So, you know,
You really think that a pirate in a cape
Knows how to read.
is what you're up against?
It wasn't just a pirate that we were up against, my dude.
No, it isn't.
Look, I don't know
You're up
why.
against a god.
I don't care.
You're up against gods.
I
And they know who you are.
still don't care.
Shatterkeel knows your name.
Okay, and?
They knew your name before you
Know
even
his name
set
too.
foot in this
Ooh.
town.
Dude, you're making this way more dramatic than we care about. I know that you're a big bad, like, cool cultist dude. Yeah, good for you. But we're heroes. And until we die, we're going to protect people. Just what we do.
You're not even listening.
No,
What do
I
you
am.
mean they knew?
Do you know what we call Shatterkeel? We call him a prophet. Perhaps you should question what makes a prophet a prophet.
Yeah, so is Glenn's mom.
I mean, point.
Hmm.
Like, I get that this is supposed to be a big scary moment. I really do. But also, if we let it be a big scary moment, it's not. It'll just weigh us down. I know this is like an intimidation tactic. I've played Bludgeon Ball. I'm not gonna let you get into my head, dude. I'm just gonna keep doing what I do. And that's saving people, like I said.
Perhaps I should put it a different way. They might not be getting in your head, but you're in theirs.
Hope they like what they see.
How do you know all this?
Well, that's one of the benefits of being a priest. You kind of get an inside channel to the higher ups, if you know what I mean.
And how do we know that this isn't just a ploy by the water cultists to get us paranoid about someone else that's not even on our radar? You don't really offer any real proof.
You're right. I don't offer any proof that someone with the same name as Wickham has been kidnapped by members of the Earth Cult. You're absolutely right. I don't offer any proof of that whatsoever. You're just going to have to believe me.
Alcazar did say
Well,
he was
we've
going to be
heard
on
of
his
cults
way.
working together before against greater enemies, so we would be foolish if we didn't think about you working with the water cultists to set up a trap for us either.
Possibly. That's understandable. But let me put it to you this way. If we wanted to set up some sort of trap, I wouldn't be the one here doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You're smart. I don't know why you're with cultists.
Well, that's a very personal question, isn't it?
I mean, you don't gotta answer it.
No, I don't.
It does make me wonder, though.
I mean, it still could be a trap, but Alcazar did say that Arden would be on his way today. Doesn't seem
Look,
like
you don't believe me? Check the road. towards Womford, find literal chunks of earth torn from the ground, you'll see evidence of a battle. But that's time you may not have. I don't know how long he has. I don't know why they went after him.
Probably because I thought you.
I just swear I remember Shatterkeel telling us, or was it Shatterkeel or the dwarf? One of them
No.
gave us the impression that the water and the earth cult are chill. So,
Usually, yes,
yeah.
that is correct. However, they're not our best friends. This is not me coming to you as a water cultist. This is me coming to you as someone who owes you, who is
Well,
trying,
it
who's
would be
just
foolish of us not to consider all the options at the very least.
Yeah, no, like, we're gonna go get my cousin. And, like, thank you for telling us. But also, stop being a cultist. It's dumb, and you're smarter than that. Be a good guy.
just grunts. Says, "Look, for what it's worth, I wish you the best." There's no benefit to us or to you to have the Earth cult left unchecked anyways. They might not be our enemies, but you've upset the balance of power, and that has a tendency to change things. So I can say that the water cult will stay the fuck away from you while you go deal with that. Because we don't
Insight.
want... Go ahead, yeah.
Friendship. Okay. Where's my insight? 3. Another mod 21.
Yep. He's actually being very candid with you.
Okay.
You recognize that just because the water cult hates the fire cult, and just because they're willing to work with the two other cults, that doesn't mean that they're necessarily friends. Their eventual goal is supremacy, and that excludes all
It's
3
more
of the other cults.
aiming towards the water cult will not fuck with you while you deal with this.
The water cult has no interest in fucking with you.
Okay.
You can just you can tell by his demeanor that he's like, yeah, this is a situation where the enemy of my enemy, he would like, the fact is, if you guys are going after the Earth cult, you're not stopping them necessarily. But if the Earth cult is left unchecked, then the Earth cult will attain supremacy, and that will stop them. So, from the standpoint, yeah, it's the same as how the fire cult wouldn't stop you as you guys went into, like if they had like hellhounds following you, they'd be like, no, wait till this plays out, then attack them. It's very much a
Professional
very
courtesy.
more of a delicate balance of power.
Yeah.
Like if and right now the power is unbalanced on the evil side, so they're...
Well, guess what? We've got a sickle now.
Are you even proficient with that thing?
That's a good question. I was going to look, and then I got distracted.
Yeah, druids are proficient in sickles.
Yes,
In-game,
I am. It says
in-game
right
asset.
Do you even know how to use that?
Yeah.
You know how to use that thing. You're going to cut your own head off.
It's like druids are literally the only class that really uses sickles ever.
Mhm.
Like everyone else is just like, sickle. Why would you ever use that? The druids are just like, oh yeah, I got this sickle, I got this hammer, I'm ready to go. Let's do it. Druids and communism.
We're going to start
Society,
communism.
rice.
Our sickle.
I'm we're claiming this method of sickle for the working class.
I believe it. The working pigeon.
Want to run out after. Part of me wants to run out now and go, fetch Arden, but then what about Atlas?
I mean, Atlas did say something about wanting to go south to the monastery. Is there a chance that they went on their own?
Fiddly, maybe.
Oh no.
I
Figure
don't
it
know
out.
what to do.
Like he said, they all know us by name. They could all find us. He knew where we were.
Or
She's not the
if
only.
if the water cult, like, let's say that the earth cultists kidnapped Arden to get our attention. Who's to say they wouldn't have also kidnapped Atlas to get our attention if the first one wasn't loud enough? Maybe it's all part of the same plan. I don't know.
Could be.
I wonder if there's anyone that could have seen Atlas leaving.
Watch this motherfucker just be on a blind spot on the roof.
Just
During
sitting
the
there
day.
chilling on the roof.
Not during the day.
Or worse, he's been in the bed the entire time, just in
Under the bed.
trance.
No,
Your terrible
He's been
investigation
invisible.
checks. Yeah, he's been visible, but you guys have just been so bad at
I
your
had a
investigation
13.
checks.
It wasn't great, but it would have seen a lump in the bed.
Impossible. I looked into bed. I totally looked into bed, guys.
No, because what happened was Glenn and Aricron's terrible rolls were so bad that they just covered your eyes. They're like,
I wasn't
look, I
in
can
the
see
room.
he's right. No, you see nothing. They just covered your eyes. They're like, don't look, he's naked. You're like,
Oh no, I totally looked. I just put on my sunglasses and pull out the walking cane. Started.
Well, do you want to check the roof in case?
I mean, I can.
Check the roof?
I can't tell if he's talking or if there's just background noise.
I think someone's talking to him.
It might be his roommate.
Oh, we can.
No, I'm not talking. It's that's outside noise.
Okay.
That's outside my room.
Okay.
I can barely hear that. How are you guys able to hear it? Holy
Yeah,
shit.
It was lighting up and
I couldn't hear
everything.
your dice.
It was very muffled.
Yeah, muffled,
Yeah.
but it was a voice.
Yeah.
And it was lighting up your
Weird.
mic.
That is so weird because I heard
It
something.
definitely sounded like a woman's voice.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's someone talking outside in the kitchen. That's kind of
Weird.
yeah.
Our spy
Anyway.
cameras are working.
I can't really hear what's going on out there because I'm wearing a headset. So
Fair.
Weird.
We can quickly maybe investigate, ask around, but I think we need to go after Arden.
Yeah. Love my
I wonder if
cousin,
these
but
people know us by name, but
I don't want him getting hurt.
yeah, it's not what we do.
Alright, so Rookie, Wickham's gonna stand up and push the chair he got back in. Great seeing you, fuck off.
he bows his head, says, "I hope our paths never cross again."
Yeah,
Well,
because,
And I mean that.
Keep up the cult working, and I'm sure we will.
I'm serious. Next time I see you, pinky toe.
You'll be lucky if it's just the pinky toe.
Glenn just does a shrug and smiles at him as she gets up and walks away with her silent, sort of goodbye smile because Wick, I think, is saying everything that needs to be said.
I'm gonna go after Glencora because nothing else to add to this conversation.
The guy really pissed y'all off, didn't he?
You say while he's still sitting right there.
No, as we're walking out.
What did he do? Did he bang your daughters or something?
Wick is very passionate. It's one of his charms.
The dude
We did both.
pretended to be nice to us. And then
He
turned
thought
around.
he was our friend.
Yeah, he was just chill
He
with
worked
us.
with us. That's what he did.
Yeah, and then he fucking turned out to be somebody that wants to drown people. And that's not
Yeah.
cool.
Yeah, that's not cool.
I mean, I just think you've gotten the
That's his crime. He wasn't cool.
Actually, he's very cool. Did you not see the blue stripes?
No, I didn't even bother to roll an investigation on that one after the last fiasco I had.
Anyway.
Roll investigation to see how cool he is.
So cool.
So,
Another crit 0 for me, and it's like,
and the next morning, Aricron's got blue streaks.
Hey guys,
what's going on?
Atlas would have said he was cool.
I'm gonna go outside and look for a ladder to get onto the roof.
Or is there like roof access in the building?
I don't know.
No, there isn't. But you could procure a ladder. You climb up to the roof. There's no Atlas on the roof.
The Temple
there
of All
any
Faiths
spider
is
webs?
right.
Pardon?
Any spider webs?
No.
Okay.
From my position now on top of the roof of this inn, do I see a particular hat in the crowd?
Do I
No.
see fashion?
No, there. Well, you do see fashion, but not familiar fashion.
Do we see a cool hat?
Who just asked?
No, you don't. You see no cool hats.
Oh,
This is
Well,
not a town known for cool hats.
The Temple of All Faiths is like right next to the inn, right?
Yeah.
August just wants to run over there real quick and
Yeah.
see if any of the two priests saw
I think that's a good idea.
Atlas.
After service? Nope.
Yeah. Damn. All right. Well, I'm gonna hope that he's just off on his own. We didn't see any particular signs of struggle, just weird cobwebs, but he is a bug guy.
After I've gotten down off the roof, I'm going to write a note that says, cult shit, more cult shit. Gonna write, Sacred Hill Monastery, Earth cults, going to get my cousin, meet you there. And leave it in, Atlas's room.
All right, let me just write this down. Hold
you want
it.
to investigate the bed one more time before?
More cult. More cult shit. More cult shit.
Before we leave, August wants to run to Holbrook and Butcher Lady. I can't remember her name off the top of my head. I didn't refamiliarize myself with names before we started. And just
I also have a couple of things I want to do too.
We can make this quick. It doesn't have to be played out, but he just wants to let them know that their little meeting is going to have to be postponed. And then I do want to ask if... Oh, never mind. She's not a monitor. Never mind. That's it.
All right, here, let me just. That's
Send it straight to
That's-
Pierce. Send it straight to Pierce.
Gonna go stop cult shit. Bye.
Have fun storming the castle.
I mean,
cult shit. More cult shit. Leaving the Sacred Stone Monastery. House cousin.
Earth cult shit.
Earth cult shit. Yes, there. That is such a Wick letter.
And I imagine just Wick is scrawled on the bottom in giant letters. Like maybe Hard Wick.
Does Wick have good handwriting though?
No, I can't.
if
I'm
nothing,
imagining.
He's got
chaos.
decent handwriting. It's just, you know
Write on his
how
phone notebook.
he, instead of putting like a dot for his eyes, he puts a little flame.
Oh my
Okay.
god.
God.
You took the time to write that?
You didn't.
No,
Well, you did. You have little flames over the eyes, but the only word in the entire thing that has an I in it is shit. So you have the cutest shits on a
Lame and
note.
shit.
Or
No,
is
Atlas
it
is gonna read
cousin,
it and
Cousin
think it's
cousin has an
something
eye in it,
cool.
and so does leaving.
Oh yeah, okay, all right. Leaving and cousin do. Okay, all right.
But flaming shit.
Oopsies. Before we leave, Glenna's just gonna kind of like wander over to underneath the open window,
Yeah.
and she's just gonna sit down cross-legged on the floor or the ground, and she's going to look to see if she sees any bugs flying around, and she is going to cast Speaks with Animals.
I was gonna
Okay.
suggest that earlier, but you know.
All right.
Well, you know how.
There's a dragonfly that seems to want to talk with you.
Okay, well, I'm
And
gonna
lands on
put
your
my
finger.
finger out and greet this little dragonfly and say, "Hi, I was wondering if you could help me.
Why, hello, ma'am. What can I do for you?
Have you been around for the past little bit? I'm looking for my friend. He really likes bugs. Have you happened to see anyone in a large black hat leaving?"
Large black hat. I know that. He's such a nice fellow. I
He
like him.
is. We were looking for him. We were wondering if you saw him leave in the past couple hours.
I well, I don't know about that. Let me think for a minute. Well, I don't know if this qualifies as unusual or anything like that, but uh sometime in the early morning, I saw a spider approach the window, and they had a
Mhm.
lovely little conversation. I wasn't listening in, of course. That would be rude. I would not want to be rude to one of my friends. Um,
Right.
and then he left through the window, riding the spider, and they left to do something. I didn't inquire as to what.
Well, you know what? That is really helpful. Thank you so much. And could you do me one more favor?
Could you roll me insight? Actually, nature, please.
Yeah, I could. Oh, that's not as good. What's my plus? A 12?
You don't know of any real riding spiders.
Fair.
They tend to be fairly small. Even the big ones aren't something that you would consider a mount.
That makes sense. I did have concerns about that. um, so she's just gonna say, "Can you do me one more favor though before you go?
It depends what it is, but I certainly would like to help.
If you happen to see our friend, could you tell him that we were looking for him and we've left him a note in his room?
No, I
Is
cannot do
there
that.
anything I could do to entice you to do that?"
It's not a matter of what, madam. I'm not saying this to be rude. But I
No
I
speak English.
I'm not exactly capable of conversation in that way. This is in fact um the the most conversation I've had in my life, and I'm just trying to deal with that. Um, so I would not.
Dragonfly an existential crisis!
Well,
So
you know what? You have
I
been
would.
so helpful, and if you ever need
Thank you.
anything, you just buzz on by my window. And she points up to her window.
I will try to remember that. I will try to remember that. I apologize. I couldn't be the messenger for you, but as you can tell, I am just a dragonfly.
You have been more than helpful, and if you ever need a bowl of sugar water, just let me know.
Oh. I don't know how I would be able to let you know, but perhaps this situation will happen again. I hope it. I this is
Thank
awkward.
you, friend. It's okay. And she's just gonna kind of like let him fly away.
Can you give can you give
Just
him a
No, 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 no.
message?
like
No.
Poor bug.
slowly hang up the call. Like, okay, bye.
Give him- Could you give him a message? Actually, no, I can't.
Well, I thought Atlas could speak to bugs,
No.
or he just
He just
speaks
kind
to
of has
them.
his way of like intuition,
He speaks
Yeah.
to them, but not. They
not
They
don't
don't
like
speak
speak
back.
back.
conversate.
Drake,
You
could
can't
you
tell him.
could you
I
do
guess
us
I just
all a
pictured
favor?
full conversations. That's funny.
Could you do us all a favor and read the little sentence that Amber wrote? That was really
I'm
funny.
dying.
That's such a Johnny Crabgrass moment. I was just like, in fact, ma'am, this is alarming.
So
I thought
he's just going to relay this information and say, like, look, so I just had a quick chat with that dragonfly. I'm a little worried about him, to be honest. It might have caused more harm than good. But they said that they saw Atlas leaving, flying on a giant spider. I mean, I don't know if that's even possible,
I mean, it's
Giants.
better
but
to know that he left on his own than being dragged away.
That
right?
sounds. But uh, rewind. Giant spider. That sounds terrifying.
Don't let him ever hear you say that.
But
And not to
like,
Atlas,
okay,
that's
normal
probably his
size.
best idea.
I'm just saying, like anything, like take a horse and multiply it by that. I'm just saying, like the large factor of it. The spider is
No,
fine.
we get it. Just don't say that in front of Atlas. I
Yeah.
agree.
I'm
I
just.
don't know. It sounds pretty practical to me.
Yeah,
He's
but
right. He's right behind me, isn't he? I can feel his presence.
we're gonna kick his ass for going off on his own. Yeah, I only wish. If only that would just summon him.
Archon like flips around like
That
karate
was just dumb. Oh, here's Atlas.
karate hands. You can-
Gonna kick his ass for
Um,
going off on his own. But again, I'm more comfortable knowing that he's off on his little gallivant with a spider than being dragged off in the middle
I
of the night
mean,
by
it does make me feel a
cultists.
little less worried.
and
Yeah,
all
same.
in
That I think
retrospect,
for.
that sounds like a dream for him. So I'm
Yeah, it
happy that
seems
he's
like
happy.
a very Atlas thing to do.
We can yell at him when we see him again.
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay,
I'm
you
not.
left him the note. We'll just head off on our own too.
Before we leave town, can I drop off a note at the herbalist's, though? I'll only be a minute.
Yeah, while
Also,
August
Certainly.
goes to she can do that while August goes and tells Holbrook and stuff that they're gonna postpone their little meeting, but to lay low.
and I'm also gonna tell Kayla the thing going on. Is pretty much keeping her
Ye-
up to snuff, I
All
guess.
right. So you
So,
report.
ye-
I do want to do one more thing. Can August ask oh my god, my priest friend. If he has like a messenger spell or something,
What do you need? Message.
I just want to let Alcazar know that Arden's been taken. It's, he's part of his group.
I can get that message.
All right, and let him know that we're already on our way.
yeah,
Okay.
but I don't need Skywrite for that.
I I wish you well, and I will be praying for you.
Thank you.
And he immediately uh goes to send that message.
Thanks.
And I think with that, we shall pause it here.
Hey, I will stop the
Can it
recording.
be noted that I gave a note to what's her face to send to the town or send to the school to get gems for revival fire?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yay!
Yeah, make sure you write that in your private notes
Yep.
so that I'll remember that
Alright,
for
I'm
later.
gonna stop the recording in 3, 2,